Years since it was announced that the first Connecticut resident tested positive for COVID-19. That patient was a man from Wilton in his 40s. He was treated at Danbury Hospital.
It's been a long 2 years since then, with close to 728,000 cases recorded to date and more than 10,000 deaths in our state alone. Fox 61's Angelo Bavaro joins us now with a look back at those early days of the pandemic.
Since the very start of this pandemic, we have been so focused on the numbers and the data. For the past 2 years, those numbers have sometimes told the stories of uncertainty and fear, but also hope and unity. Here's a look back at some of those first weeks of this pandemic.
Wilton, Connecticut, the Fairfield County town, has just under 20,000 residents, and it's now home to the first presumptive positive case of COVID-19.
You know, we're all talking about it, and we hope that everything will be okay.
Just making sure that I'm washing my hands after touching things in public places.
Governor Lamont's new executive order today was called Stay Safe and Stay Home.
Anybody that doesn't have to be at the factory floor, send them home.
My wife, they want to stay in the home. We don't have a choice what we want to do.
We will be closing the Hartford Public Schools.
For 2 weeks, all Hartford Public and Craig Magnet schools will be shutting down.
Unlike my sister, she's a school bus driver. She'll know how long the school's going to be out and who's going to be watching her kids.
March 20th, businesses close and restaurants stop dine-in services.
It's a very, very difficult time for everybody. We have no idea how we're going to, bail ourselves out of this financially.
More than 15,000 tests for COVID-19 have been done here in Connecticut, including here at St. Francis Hospital, where cars start to line up before the testing site even opens.
And this month could go a lot of different ways. And the only confidence I can give people is everything that we can control. I think we have the best people in the world working together, arm in arm, to get that done.
First responders from several different departments lined the street in front of Manchester Memorial Hospital today, waving to all the healthcare heroes, thanking them for their tireless effort.
It's amazing to see the support of your colleagues and first responders. You know, as much as they're recognizing us, we should be recognizing them as well.
Songs of hope. To say thank you to our heroes of hope.
Obviously, it'd be very stressful and exhausting and challenging, but we're relying on each other a lot and on the support of the community.
Another morning of long lines of cars stretching across the parking lot at Rentschler Field for Food Shares free food distribution.
Everybody's out of work, so we got to do what we got to do.
We will continue to do this through this crisis.
This is a need that is not going anywhere.
This really is the epitome of the community coming together to help one another.
This is something that's totally unique in American history.
This is your defining moment. Each generation has a defining moment.
Very surreal to look back on those first few weeks and realize just how far we've come. Health experts credit vaccines, increased testing, and therapeutics with getting us to where we are today. Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61 News.